Welcome to TRADEREP. This is Shorthammer. It is the 21st of August 2019, and we are taking a look at Caterpillar. So if you look at the CAT chart, it has been just falling off of a cliff since earnings, and it seems as if it's kind of catching a bid here. This is on a daily chart in the 114s, but this may be slightly deceptive. Let's zoom out a little bit on this chart, and let's look back to October, and that was when we had the trade war sell-off, and CAT is definitely affected by the trade war with China because they do a substantial amount of their business in China. And so we saw these lower wicks, then the buying stepped in, and there was the recovery. And we went from the 114s very quickly to the 130, 132s, 130s. So the question is, can history repeat itself? Can we get this squeeze here and run back up? Will that, we have the FOMC coming up on, I think maybe today, and maybe we'll have new information as far as interest rates. And I'm not sure how much that will affect CAT, because CAT, the big deal is going to be trade and trade negotiations. But we'll see if buyers are stepping in and see value here. For me, at this particular point on the chart, technically, I needed above 119 before I would look to get in based on where it is here, because it's below this supply demand zone. It's almost in the no man's land. Like if it was down here, I could buy with a stop at the bottom of the zone. And if it was through here, I could buy with a stop at the bottom of this zone. But based on where it is right here, it's kind of in no man's land. And even though I do kind of like the levels, if we go back to 2017, we see this little bit of congestion here where the buyers this was the initial breakout, taking it to these higher levels. I do like that. And I like where it is now, where it bounced here, bounced here, bounced here, a little bit above that level. So there are a few points on here where it shows the buyer stepping in at roughly this area. But for me, I'm going to wait for confirmation, either a push up above the 119s or a pullback down here into the 114s and seeing buying stepping in with a tight stop. If this rolls over and rolls through these lower levels, who knows where it can go. And that's something that we'd have to examine in another video. But right now, I do have CAT on watch, and I'm watching to see if the buyers step in and push this thing up, or if it continues to go down. If we go to the 4-hour chart, on the 4-hour chart, it looks a little bit different. So the perspective on the 4-hour chart is we push down into this supply demand zone, pull back tested or feathered the 118-ish area, and we're headed back down. So this could technically be seen as a flag, and we're failing to the downside. So we'll have to see how this resolves. If this goes through the 114s, then this may actually be a short setup. But this is something to watch on CAT over the next few days and next weeks. Their earnings are in, I believe, October. It's about 2 months from now. So I'll be keeping October. So about 2 months from now. So I'll be keeping an eye on CAT and looking for a setup on this, whether it's going to sell off even more and we get a better entry for the earnings run, or if buyers at some point step in and push us up above these 119s, and I'll get in with a tight stop right around this 118.54 area. So that is what I'm looking for on Caterpillar.